I hear from a lot of startups that they're spending money on marketing and they're not getting a return. They put a couple of $1,000s behind a campaign on Facebook or Instagram and it doesn't deliver them anything and they're wondering why. So it's really important that you do have a budget. But if we go back to basics, where are your customers? Where are they hanging out? And what are they prepared to pay? Also, sometimes people get really confused because their friends and family are saying, oh, this is amazing, it's well done. Like my mum would say, I love what you're doing. I think it took her 7 years before she actually bought one as a gift. You know, it was like, oh, it didn't occur to her. So often what we need to do is just remind people. And when you're so urgent to sell something, you're not necessarily setting up the story. In your business plan, we talked about your brand story. What is the job that people are hiring your product to do? And that's what you need to talk to. So in my business, I think that we're like Yoda. We're a guide. We have plenty of experience on experiences. You can trust us to curate the best experiences in Australia and New Zealand. You can't expect to literally spend $1 and ask people to come and purchase from you. You must build trust for your brand. So one of the things that I did was get out and about and meet people. I'd go to events. I'd be the face behind the brand. Building trust online is so, so important. So what sort of marketing budget should you set aside? Is it a proportion of your sales? Well, when you haven't got any sales, a proportion is not a really good thing. And also, how much should you spend on what particular area of your business? Truly, it depends on what sort of business that you're in. I would argue that if you can get other people to endorse your product or use it, it's a really good idea. To see it in situ is a really good thing. People have a great sense of relatedness. It's that subtle influence that people have. If I see Jane using it, well, I want to be like Jane, and then they may buy your product. At this very, very early startup phase, it's about what can I afford? And it's about do, analyze, do. Spend a little bit, see what happens. It doesn't really need to cost you much to build a video, and people love video content that describe, that show, that interview. Build rich content. People will engage with rich, powerful content that teaches them something, inspires them, that shows them a different way. So think about what you can do with your own resources. Ask lots of questions, keep learning. Look at what others are doing in your business. Look at what others are doing in your industry. And competition is not a bad thing.